Los Angeles, 454 square miles of city. Estimated population, 2,100,000. The story you are about to see actually happened to one of those 2,100,000 people. It could happen to you. These men are bank examiners, all honest, all hardworking. Each man a trained auditor. This man's name is Tate. He couldn't possibly be interested in our bank examiners. Or could he? A bank manager never knows just when a crew of federal bank examiners will call on him. This morning, for instance, these experts are commencing their examination of an important branch of the Capital National Bank. This is the Hollywood branch of the Capital National Bank, a hub in the business wheel of the community in which it's located. Almost 9:30, and the bank employees are getting ready for the day's business. This man is Michael Donovan, respected citizen, discharged war veteran and chief teller for the Hollywood branch of the Capital National Bank. His day has started like any other day. Well planned, orderly, routine. Nothing unusual about it. And here are the bank examiners, on time as usual. They will go through those doors and begin their day's work, just as orderly, just as routine, and usual as Michael Donovan's. And Mr. Tate arrives right on time, too. That is usual except for one thing. This morning, 11 bank examiners show up at a bank where only 10 are supposed to call. The 11th man, he's Mr. Tate. The chief deputy allocates half his men. Each man goes to his previously assigned post. This man is the branch manager. His name is Starling. The remaining men go to their posts and the day's work begins. Thorough, quick. The examiner's first step is a spot check of all the cash the tellers have on hand. A chief teller handles as much as $150,000 in ready cash at one time. A lot of money, but a teller is bonded and dependable. It's Friday, April 10th, 9:45 a.m. Tomorrow is Saturday and the bank is closed. 10 o'clock. The bank is open for business. Hundreds of people will pass through these doors between the hours of 10 and 3. The examiners go right on checking their cash. Mr. Tate, he goes on doing whatever he's doing.
Check your big money.
Help yourself.
I wonder if you could help me.
I'll try. What can I do for you, miss?
I'd like to open an account.
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. You'll have to go to the new accounts desk. That's the front of the building.
Well, I'm in such a terrible hurry and I'm already late for work. Couldn't you break the rules? Just this one.
Sorry, miss. All new accounts have to go through that department.
Checked out okay, thanks.
Don't mention it. Sorry.
Well, if you can't, I guess you can't. I'll have to come back later. Sorry to have troubled you.
Pleasure.
Thank you. consistent, wasn't she? Hi, Mike.
Good morning, Katie.
It was as easy and as simple as that. Mr. Tate walked into the safest place in the world to keep money, a national bank, and walked out with almost $50,000 and a man's future, Michael Donovan's future.
No, I'm sorry. It's 10 minutes after. I'm sorry. No.
Glad that's over again.
Go on, you haven't been a penny short in 5 years.
Yeah, but you never can tell. There's always the first time.
Yeah, I guess so. $49,000 short. I must be losing my mind.
What'd you say?
And nothing. Nothing.
Is there anything wrong?
No, nothing.
Good night, Mike. Have a nice weekend.
Oh, Mrs.
A $49,900 shortage. Somewhere, somehow, there's an answer. Things like this just don't happen to a man. But it has happened to you, Michael Donovan. You can put it off till Monday, but Monday morning will come so terribly soon. Better tell your wife, Ruthie. Get it off your chest.
Tell me what's bothering you.
Well, my cash didn't balance yesterday.
Is that all? Where did you go wrong?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, how much were you short?
$49,900.
You're joking.
$49,000 is no joke, Ruthie.
That's impossible. How could you...
I don't know. I just don't know. Thanks.
What did Mr. Starling say when you reported it?
I haven't reported it yet.
Oh, Mike, you should have.
I know I should have, Ruthie, but I wanted time to think.
What's there to think about? When you're short, you've got to report it.
But, Ruthie,
First thing tomorrow morning.
All right. First thing tomorrow morning.
Good morning. Oh, good morning, Mr. Donovan. Good morning, Mrs. Donovan.
Good morning, Sam.
It's a fine day. Makes you glad you're
Starling?
Come in, Mike. Hello, Ruthie. Morning, Mike.
I've got to talk to you, Mr. Starling.
Sit down. I'll be with you in a second. Sit down, Mike. Now then, what can I do for you?
Mr. Starling, my cash didn't balance on Friday.
Oh? Why didn't you come to me then?
I just couldn't believe it had happened. I still can't believe it.
Well, we've straightened these things out together before.
I know, but $49,900.
Now, there's nothing that can't be... $49,900?
Mr. Starling, it must be in the bank somewhere. It's got to be.
Ruthie, please, let me handle this. How could you possibly be short all that money?
I just don't know. I checked and I rechecked and it always came up the same. This is preposterous.
Did anyone come into your cage during the day?
No. Georgia, Miss Ford, came in to get change for some big bills, and the bank examiners, they were around all day.
Nobody else?
No, sir.
Mike, I've known you for a long time. I trust you.
Thank you, sir.
But it was very bad judgment not to have reported the loss immediately.
I know it was, but
Mr. Starling, what are we going to do?
Well, there's only one thing we can do. Call the bonding company in the downtown office right away.
Yes?
Mr. Starling calling, Mr. Temple.
Put him on, please.
Yes, sir.
Jim, hiya, boy.
Pretty good, Frank.
Wife, family okay?
Fine, fine. Everybody's fine. Look, Frank, I have some bad news for you.
Let's hear it. It can't be too bad.
I'm afraid it is. One of my tellers showed up with a $49,900 shortage last Friday.
What? Well, you're kidding.
No, I'm not.
Last Friday? Well, why didn't you call us then?
Well, because he just reported it this morning.
What's his name?
Michael Donovan.
Donovan, eh? Okay, Jim, I'll get a man right over there. And don't let Donovan out of your sight.
I'm sure he's all right, Frank.
I'm sure you're sure. But watch him anyhow.
All right, Frank. Goodbye.
Right.
Yes.
Gus Slavin come in yet?
Just walked in, Mr. Temple.
Ask him to come in, please.
Right away, Mr. Temple. Boss wants you.
Thanks, honey.
Good morning, Mr. Temple.
Gus, I want you to get right over to the Hollywood branch of the Capital Bank.
Trouble?
One of the tellers just reported a $49,900 shortage. His name is Donovan. You can take it from there.
Okay, I'm on my way. Don't worry, sir. Nobody heists $49,900 from us. Nobody.
I hope you're right.
I know I'm right. I'll be seeing you. It's all kind of silly, don't you think, Donovan?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Oh, look here.
I'd like to see Mr. Donovan alone, if you don't mind.
Of course not. You can use the conference room.
Sit down. Tell you what, why don't we make it quick? Who'd you shove the dough to?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you shoved it to somebody. Now, who was it?
Look, I told you I don't know anything about it except that the money's gone.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Some young lady, maybe? She con you into it?
Can't you understand? I don't know anything about it.
Got a cigarette?
No, thanks.
Go on, go ahead.
I said no thanks.
Look, you're just making it tough on yourself. If you weren't working with someone else, you've hidden the dough somewhere. But you get this, you're never going to spend a dime of that money. Because from this moment on, I'm going to be right on your tail. You got a good reputation, Donovan. Don't let one mistake mess it up. All I'm interested in is getting the money back. Now, you just tell me where it is and nothing happens to you. But you be stubborn about it and you get everything that I can throw at you.
Look, if I had taken that money, do you think I would have walked into this bank this morning and stuck my head in a trap?
Well, why don't you stop it? If you hadn't, you reported the loss before you walked out of here on Friday.
I wanted time to think. I was confused.
You wanted time to hide it.
That's a lie.
Sit down. You think you're clean now, don't you, pal? All you have to do is dummy up and sit and wait.
No,
But you made one big mistake, mister. Clipping a federal bank is a big error.
But I didn't do it.
That means that the FBI will be in on it. Even you know that the FBI and the cops don't make deals. I can.
There's no deal to make.
Look, why don't we try this just one more time before I take you down to police headquarters? Where's the dough?
I don't know.
Okay, mister. Come on, let's go.
It's frightening how fast a man's life can change in 2 short days. Friday, April 10th, Michael Donovan went to work as usual, just like anybody else. Monday, April 13th, he's in the Hollywood precinct of the Los Angeles Police Department under suspicion of grand theft, with a sick, hopeless feeling right in the middle of his stomach. Sometimes there just doesn't seem to be an answer to anything. One day the world's all right. The next, it's nowhere.
Where's the money?
You're from the FBI. Why don't you tell me?
Why didn't you take your big money back to the vault after the examiner checked it?
I was busy.
You first missed the money at 3 o'clock?
Yeah. Right after the bank closed.
How was it you didn't miss it before that?
I don't know. I was busy. I just didn't check it.
49,900's a pretty big score. Takes a pretty smart guy to figure a heist like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
You a pretty smart guy, Donovan?
Smart enough not to try a trick like that.
Your husband pretty much in debt, Mrs. Donovan?
No. Not any more than anybody else these days.
But you do owe money.
Well, yes. Doesn't everybody?
How much?
I don't know offhand. The house, the car, some clothes.
How much?
I don't know exactly.
We all make mistakes. Why don't you tell us about it and get it off your chest?
I've got nothing to tell. I didn't take it.
Let me take him over. I'll get it out of him.
You relax. We'll handle this. Who'd you work with on the job?
A woman?
I didn't work with anyone.
Solo, huh?
I didn't do it. Can't you see I'm telling the truth?
They all do.
Look, Donovan, you passed the dough to somebody. Now who?
Gus, you resigned from the city force. Now, do you mind?
What have you done with my wife?
When you opened up, you got your cash for the day, checked everything carefully, and then got ready for work, right?
Yeah.
He gamble?
What do you mean by gamble?
You know, bet on things with money.
Well, he plays poker with the boys once a week.
Oh? For what stakes?
I don't know. 5-cent limit or something like that.
What about the ponies?
We go out to the track a couple of times a year. Don't you?
Well, yes, but I think... We'll ask the questions if you don't mind.
He got a bookie?
I thought it was illegal.
I'm sorry you won't be sensible about this. I hope we wouldn't have to do it the hard way.
I'd be sensible if I confessed to something I didn't do.
No. Not if you didn't do it.
Well, I didn't. I swear I didn't.
If you're innocent, as you say, do you have any objections if we search your house?
Yes, I do. I don't want a bunch of cops tearing the place apart.
I can get out a search warrant.
All right, go ahead. I'm not hiding anything.
No. No, of course not. He's not hiding anything. Not in the house. Some little cutie's got the dough stashed away someplace.
You're a liar.
Why, you punk.
That's enough.
Are you calling me a liar?
I said that's enough.
How about the stock market? He play that?
No.
What about another woman, Mrs. Donovan? Oh, don't get mad. Happens to a lot of fellas.
What have you done with my wife?
She's all right. I'll send her out with the boys when they make the search. And take it easy. If you're innocent, you've got no worries.
Yeah. Well, I am innocent. I got plenty of worries.
What's the matter? You blind or something?
What?
Well, don't you like it?
Oh, yeah, fine, fine.
Maybe the weather report's more interesting than me, hmm?
I just don't like it.
Then why read it?
Almost a $50,000 theft and not a line in the papers about it. I just don't like it at all.
What are you trying to do, doll? Start a scrapbook?
You don't understand. They're keeping this story under wraps. Now I won't know what to do about it.
Oh, honey, don't worry about that. We're doing all right, aren't we?
Yes, but...
Oh, now look. You stop your worries. I think you're just wonderful. In fact, I think you're the cleverest man in the whole world. Now you just forget all about that silly old paper and pay attention. You got company,
Thanks, Jim, that's all. Well?
Not a sign of it.
You make a thorough search?
You'd know it if you heard what Mrs. Donovan called us.
I didn't expect to find much.
Well, it's obvious that he was working with somebody else. So he's had plenty of time to stash the dough in a safe place.
Maybe. Come on in, Donovan.
All right, Junior. Let's stop playing games, huh? Where's the dough?
Oh, came up empty, eh? All right, you figure out the next move.
Would you be willing to submit to the lie detector?
Why not? I've got nothing to hide.
That thing won't work, and you know it.
It's worked before, and it might help out here. Ready?
Yeah. Mr. Donovan, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Please answer yes or no as much as possible. Your name Michael Donovan?
Yes.
Are you 35 years of age?
Yes.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have any children?
No.
You're a bank teller by profession?
Yes.
Did you go straight to work when you left your home Friday morning?
Yes.
Did you stop off any place?
No.
The examiners began to check your cash about 10 o'clock?
It's about 9:45.
And your cash balanced when it was checked by the examiners?
Yes. Both times.
Both times?
Yes.
Do they usually check your cash twice?
Oh, come to think of it, they don't.
You're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
The examiner who checked your cash the second time, what did he look like?
Stocky, sort of bald.
Deep voice?
No.
I'd like to recheck your big money. I'd like to recheck your big money. I'd like to recheck your big money.
High-pitched, sort of nasal. He had a mustache.
Would you recognize his voice if you heard it again?
Never forget it.
What did he say?
We'd like to recheck your big money.
Is he your accomplice?
No.
Pulled the job all alone, eh?
I didn't pull any job.
Where's the money now?
I knew that. Do you think I'd be sitting here?
All right.
Yes?
Mr. Starling?
Yes?
Neil Sanford.
Yes, Neil. Did you find out anything?
Donovan says the examiners checked his cash twice. Is that the usual procedure?
Definitely not. The examiners spot-check the cash of every teller immediately upon arriving at the bank, and that's that. I've never known them to check a teller twice. Unless, of course, there's an irregularity.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Starling. We'll be talking to you. Bye. All right, you can get him out of that.
Well, what happened?
Nothing. Not one offbeat curve.
I told you that machine was no good.
I've got a hunch he's telling the truth.
You know something? I think so, too.
Well, I don't. He's rehearsed that story till he knows it as well as Booth knew Hamlet. Telling it again isn't going to raise his blood pressure. What he needs is a taste of rubber hose.
Stop it. That routine went out with a horse and buggy.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something, mister. That guy lifted $49,900, and if it's not recovered soon, my company pays the tab. I'm going to see that that doesn't happen. I'll use any way I can to break this guy down.
Send in Miss Ford, please. He said they checked his cash twice. Starling says they never checked the cash twice. Now, if that's the case... Oh, come in, Miss Ford.
Thank you.
Sit down. You work in the next cage to Mike Donovan?
Yes, I do.
You notice anything unusual about him the day the money was missing?
I noticed he was kind of nervous. Seemed scared about something.
All day?
No, it was about 3 o'clock. Right after the bank closed, I first noticed it.
Well, then what happened?
Well, then he kept rechecking his money. And I asked him if anything was wrong, but he said he was all right. And then he went back and got another adding machine and checked it all over again.
Tommy, did you see anything of this second bank examiner he keeps talking about? A stocky man, balding hair with a mustache?
No, but I was busy. There could have been such a man.
Well, thank you, Miss Ford. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Send in the bank guard, please.
There's one thing I would like to say.
Yeah.
I know Mark, and I'm sure he didn't take that money.
Thanks. He'd be glad to hear you say that.
Yes, sir. Goodbye.
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 Hello, Captain.
Lieutenant.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant. What can I do for you, sir?
The day the examiners were there, did you notice a stocky man with a mustache, thinning hair?
No, I can't say that I did. But then, you see, I see so many people during the day that it's hard to remember all of them. But, no, I don't think so.
Sure?
Well, at least I don't remember.
Well, thanks, that's all.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Nice to have seen you. Wait a minute. I did see a fellow like that.
You did?
Yes, he was banging on the door. He wanted to get in.
Did you let him in?
Oh, no, sir. It was after 3 o'clock and the bank was closed.
Oh. Well, thanks a lot. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Anything else I can do?
No, if there is, we'll call you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
The bank was closed. Come on, let's get Donovan over to the galleries. We'll check the mug files. See if you can identify this guy.
You hope.
Looks like him. That looks a lot like him.
No, he couldn't possibly be the guy. Serving a 10-year stretch in San Quentin.
The bank examiners are upstairs, Lieutenant.
Well, thanks, Phil. Come on. Can you identify the man who checked your cash?
This man checked it first.
Is that right?
I checked it, yes, sir.
No shortage?
No, sir.
Thank you. Can you point out the second man?
Well, he had a mustache and not too much hair. Would you mind taking off your hat? No, he looks like him, but he's not the man.
You sure?
Positive.
Any of you men recall such a man?
No, sir.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. That's all. Donovan, wait outside. Well, I don't see how we can hold him any longer.
Are you guys crazy? He walks in here with some cock and bull story about a second bank examiner, and you want to let him go with a pat on the back and an apology.
What do you think?
It's like I said. I think he's telling the truth. I appreciate your position, Slavin, But don't forget one thing. Letting him out of here for now doesn't mean he's scot-free. You could be right.
I know I'm right.
If you are, you'll make a mistake sooner or later. Meanwhile, we'll start a check on all known bank robbers and swindlers. Also on all bank employees who have been discharged during the past year. We'll be in touch with you, Neil.
Right.
And keep your shirt on. Getting hot isn't going to help a bit. So long.
Well?
Oh, Mike.
That's that.
You look tired, Mike. Let's go home. There wasn't a single line in any of the papers. So I guess we're lucky at that.
Yeah. Guess so.
Good morning, Mr. Donovan. Oh, Mr. Starling would like to see you, sir.
Oh? Thanks. You want to see me?
Yes, Mike. I hate to have to tell you this, but I'm afraid I'll have to let you go.
But why? I'm innocent. Even Sanford says so.
And I say so. But unfortunately, Mr. Slavin doesn't share my opinion. His company canceled your bond.
And I'll get bonded someplace else.
I'm afraid it's not quite that easy, Mike. You see, when one surety company cancels, no other company will issue a policy guaranteeing your honesty.
Well, that's not fair.
I know it isn't. But my hands are tied. Tellers must be bonded. That's part of the bank regulations. I'm terribly sorry. If it were up to me, I'd put you right back in that cage where you belong.
Slavin wants to put me in another cage where I don't belong.
Believe me, if there's anything in the world I can do.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Is that you, Mike?
Yes.
What are you doing home so early?
I got fired.
What? Oh, that's not fair.
That's what I told him.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. What are we going to do?
I'll get another job, that's all. We'll get something. Come here. Look. It's great, isn't it? First they put you in jail, and then they say you're innocent, and then they fire you, and then they put a tail on you.
Mike.
What?
It's okay. We'll see it through. You'll get a new job and everything will be all right.
Sure, everything's gonna be just dandy. Ruthie, you believe me, don't you?
I love you.
But do you believe me?
I'll always believe you.
And everything is gonna be all right.
It doesn't pay too much money to start, but there's a real chance for a go-getter to advance fast. We have a chain of 12 stations, and we can always use a good manager.
Sounds wonderful. When can I start, Mr. Gregory?
Right away. Tomorrow morning, if you can make it.
You bet I can. I'll be here.
Good. I'll see you then.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Right.
Hi.
What's come over you?
I did it.
You did what?
Got a job.
Oh, Mike, no, that's wonderful. Where?
Well, it isn't much, really, but at least it breaks the ice. I got a job at Findlay Super Service Station.
Not much, he says. Oh, Mike, I'm so proud of you.
Are you really, Ruthie?
Oh, you know I am. You know, this calls for a celebration.
Celebration? Hey, I haven't even gotten paid yet.
Never you mind. You sit right there. I'll be right back. Here you are.
Hey, what have we got here? Wow. You know something?
What? Ah!
You are wonderful.
Thank you very much. To us.
To us.
Mike, what's the matter?
Slavin, I got a job and I intend to keep it. You gonna lay off me?
Get your hands off me.
Mike, please.
You gonna lay off me?
Don't be a chump. You hit me and I'll have you locked up in 20 minutes for assault. Then where would your job be?
Come on, Mike.
Go ahead with her. She's using her head.
Mike.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, you can't do anything for me, but maybe I can do you a favor.
Oh? What?
Special investigator.
What's the trouble?
That man out there.
What about him?
Well, you're sure no piker. You pick the big ones.
Look here, what do you mean?
I mean he's a thief, and no penny ante chiseler either. That man heisted almost 50 grand from the Hollywood branch of the Capitol Bank.
What?
Of course, it's none of my business. I just thought you'd like to know.
Oh, yes, you were right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, it was nothing. I'll be seeing you.
I guess you want to see me?
Well, I'm sorry.
Forget it. Thanks.
I called you in because I got a report from the FBI.
Yeah, what'd they say?
They checked all ex-bank employees on record.
And?
All of them were from 50 to 5,000 miles away at the time of the theft.
Oh, fine.
All of them but 3, that is.
Oh?
And 2 of them have airtight alibis.
What about the other one?
He's waiting in the next room. Be careful. Nobody knows better than you what a bad beef can do for a guy.
Yeah, I know.
Come in, Mr. Johnson. Repeat after me. I'd like to recheck your big money.
I'd like to recheck your big money. Could you say that again, please? I'd like to recheck your big money. No. He's not the man.
Thanks, Mr. Johnson. Sorry to have inconvenienced you.
Oh, that's all right. Quite all right. I hope you find your man.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Cheer up. We'll keep after it. How are things going otherwise?
Slavin's hounded me out of 4 straight jobs. Lost the last one just yesterday. Took him a week to catch up with that one.
So I've heard. I'll have a talk with him. Tell him to lay off.
Might as well save your breath. Is that all?
Yeah, that's all for now.
Well, thanks for trying. You want to see me?
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
Why don't you lay off Donovan?
Why, has he been crying?
He told me you've been busy getting him fired.
That's right. He gets the works until I get my hands on that 50 grand, or what's left of it.
You're not playing fair, Gus.
Look, you and I are cops, and we've got a job. I'll admit sometimes I don't like some of the things I have to do.
There's just one big difference. I'm sure he's innocent.
No. I'll admit he's putting on a pretty good act, but as soon as he runs out of dough, he'll lead me right to that 50 G's.
You know what I think?
What?
You're gonna have a long wait.
Maybe. But I still got 6 months to pay off. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bet you a new hat that by that time I have both Donovan's confession and the money.
You got yourself a bet.
Discouraged, Mike?
Little, aren't you?
No. We're just starting over, that's all.
Yeah, that's all.
Well, I'm not worried.
You know, it does look a little bit like our first apartment, that.
Uh-huh. Now, out with you. I've got to straighten up the place, and you'll only be in the way.
Oh, would I?
Out with you. You would.
Okay. I'm out.
Bye, Mike.
You're out, Dad. Try not to deadhead back. Cruise around and try and pick up another fare. Right. How are you?
All right.
So?
You've got a driver named Mike Donovan.
So I got a driver named Donovan. That's a crime?
That's a criminal.
Tell me more.
I'll tell you plenty more if you're interested.
Yeah, I'm interested. Go ahead.
Your boy Mike Donovan lifted almost $50,000 off the Capital Bank.
That's very interesting. One thing interests me more, though.
Yeah, what?
If the guy lifted almost 50 grand, like you say, why ain't he in stir?
As soon as we find out where he stashed it, he will be. For a long time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
When he's tossed in the pokey, I'll get myself a new driver. Till they pick him up, he can work for me just as long as he keeps his nose clean.
Listen, mister, I'm
Now,
not...
look. I don't care very much for snoopers. Do me a favor and get out of here.
Maybe you're going to be awfully sorry, mister.
Maybe. I'm busy. Beat it. Be right with you.
6331 South...
I don't want to go home. I've been cooped up in that crummy apartment for months.
Bear up, please.
Oh, please, nothing. We got a lot of money. Why can't we spend some of it?
Money, money, money. Can't you think of anything but money?
Hey, excuse me.
You know, I'm getting a little fed up with you.
Still.
Don't tell me to be
Look.
still.
Money.
Hello, Donovan, 24.
Hi, Mike. Listen. I got a call
Money.
from 434
Money.
Mike.
I'd like to recheck your big money. I'd like to recheck your big money.
Mike. Hello. Mike. Mike, all right. What's happening?
Forget it. Probably wasn't a thief at all.
No.
Besides, we're getting along all right now. I even opened a bank account yesterday.
Yeah, we'll get along all right. Still...
Michael.
What?
Forget it.
Forget what?
That's better. Oh, yes. And now, Mr. Michael Donovan, your paycheck, if you please.
Oh.
Nice.
What'll?
How are you today?
That's fine, thank you.
Hello, Gus. What's on your mind?
Trouble? Maybe.
Nothing wrong, I hope.
I'd like to check an account of yours.
Oh, who?
Michael and Ruth Donovan. Do they have anything with you?
Oh, just a minute, I'll see.
Oh, say, wait a minute. See if they have a safe deposit box, will you?
Right.
Thank you.
There you are. Here you are. No checking account, just a small savings account, $89.50.
That's all?
That's all. And they don't have a safe deposit box.
Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. See you.
You're welcome. Goodbye, Gus.
Here you are, honey.
Uh-uh.
It isn't pheasant, but it's good for you.
You're good for me. I got a surprise for you.
What?
It cost you
How much?
that much. See, where was I?
You had a surprise.
Oh, yeah. Pete, Tanner, he wants me to handle the company's books.
Mike, that's wonderful.
Well, I don't know, Ruthie. Maybe I'm better off the way I am.
Oh, you've got to take it.
Hello, Mrs. Donovan.
Come in. What do you want?
Just a little conversation.
Let's make it as little as possible, huh? I got work to do. Sit down.
Thanks.
Well?
I'll make it short and sweet.
That'll be nice.
In a couple of weeks, the 6 months will be up. That means that my company stands to pay off $50,000.
That's your problem.
I didn't expect you to bleed. I thought maybe you might be interested in a little proposition.
Might be.
Look, Donovan, I know when I'm licked. As far as I'm concerned, you're as free as the breeze, and you can stay that way with a little bonus. If you play ball.
As far as you're concerned, huh?
That's right. Go on.
Mike.
It's all right. I'll tell you what I'll do, and this is my final offer. You turn over the dough, and you can keep 10,000 for yourself.
What do you say, honey?
What do you mean? What do I say? Are you crazy?
There's your answer. No deal. We're gonna keep all of it.
I'm warning you, you'd better change your mind.
Not a chance. Now, if you don't mind...
Well, you ought to...
I wouldn't if I were you. This is my house. You hit me, I'll have you locked up in 20 minutes. And where would your job be?
I'll get you yet, mister. Don't you forget it. I'm gonna make you wish you never heard of me.
I feel that way right now. Beat it. He's got a nasty temper.
Mike, you didn't.
Huh? Oh, of course not, darling. But he's been needling me for 6 months. It's my turn now. Besides, where would an Irishman be without his sense of humor?
Nowhere, I guess.
You know what? I got an idea while Slayton was talking.
Mike, you said you wouldn't.
Yeah, I know, but listen to me just this once more, then I quit. I promise, Ruthie.
We'll make it fast.
Yeah, we've been looking at pictures of all the known criminals at the Rogues Gallery. Maybe that's the wrong approach.
Oh, it's the right approach.
Maybe this guy doesn't have a record. Maybe he's a local fella. Once worked in a bank, or still does.
Go on.
And if he was, his photograph would be on file with one of the funding companies. Huh? I'm gonna look into that.
Well, it's worth a chance. But don't get excited. You'll just be disappointed again. And come on, I've got some errands to do. You can give me a lift.
All right. But, Ruthie, I've got a plan, and you've got to help me. Now, listen. This is what we're gonna do.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
See you in a minute. Oh, you'd better get the groceries, and I have to pick up a few things at the Gleaners.
Okay.
Don't forget the coffee, drip grind.
I won't forget. Look out the coffee. Look out the coffee.
Oh.
$50,000 is gone. You say you didn't take it, yet it's gone. And we're responsible for the loss. Then you come in here and want to look through our files. Get out of here.
Look, Mr. Temple, I want to see that money recovered just as much as you do.
What are you trying to do? Make a chump out of me?
Get this guy out of here.
What's he want?
He insists on looking through our files.
What for?
To identify the bank robber.
So let him.
What?
It's okay, let him.
All right. Top drawer, second file.
Look under the D's, you'll find him. What's the matter? Didn't you hear me? I said look under the D's.
One more crack and we tangle.
Oh, so you got feelings. What happened to the Iron Man? Why don't you give it up? There's still time. Tell me where the dough is. Okay, it's your funeral. Like I said, look under D for Donovan.
Well, that does it for this week, except for one thing.
What's that?
Our bank book. Needs a little deposit. I'd better hurry. It's almost closing time. Be right back.
You are, and thank you.
Thank you.
All set?
Uh-huh.
Car keys?
Oh, my bag.
I'll get it. These women.
Mike, what in the world?
Tell her in the first cage, the one where you left your bag. He's the guy I've been looking for.
Oh, Mike, you promised.
I tell you, he's the guy.
You're not letting your imagination run wild.
We'll soon find out. I'll stay here and watch him. You get to a phone call, Sanford. Tell him to meet me right here.
All right, but please don't do anything till he gets here.
Don't worry. Now get going.
about? Why are you following me?
That's it. That's the voice. You're the guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me hear you say I want to recheck your big money. Go on, say it.
Why should I? I don't know you. I don't know what you mean.
No? Say it anyway.
We want to recheck your big money.
Say it again.
We'd like to recheck your big money.
I could kill you.
No, wait, please. We can talk this over.
All right, talk.
Well, if I was the man you're looking for, which I'm not admitting you understand, there'd still be no evidence. You can't prove anything without evidence. No, wait, please! We can talk business if you're only reasonable.
All right, talk reasonable.
We split 50-50 if you keep your mouth shut. Nobody will ever know you got it. Does it sound good?
Let's see it.
I'll send it to you. I'll get it for you.
I want it now. Understand now.
All right, but it's way across town.
6331 South what?
Chestnut.
Let's go.
Hi,
6331 South Chestnut.
Get Pete.
You idiot, you stupid idiot. What'd you bring him here for?
I had to. He threatened to kill me.
It's too bad he didn't.
Vera!
How much do you want, mister?
$25,000.
Who was the fellow that just went in?
Which one?
The older one.
What are you, the census taker?
The name and apartment number?
Name's Tate. Got a girlfriend, 308.
Thanks.
You're not gonna give this guy a cent. What kind of a man are you letting a sap like this chisel in on us?
Shut up. Here it is, but on one condition. If you ever see me again, no matter what the circumstances, you don't know me.
We won't meet again. Not if I can help it.
You can't, mister. Hand it over.
Vera, please, don't make trouble. Give me a share.
You make me sick. Go get the rest of the money. We're getting out of here. know, we'd be awful hot with you alive. I kind of hate to do it, too. You're sort of cute.
Open up!
Pete?
Who is that?
Vera, don't shoot. It's the police.
Open up!
Give me the money. Give it to me. What's going on here?
Police, you have a pass key to this apartment?
Oh, glory be.
Gotta get out of here.
Are you crazy? I'm not going to leave all that money.
Vera, please, we got our share. Get out.
Try the other one. My apartment, let me in. I'm responsible for what's going on.
Everybody out!
Well, I told you it was only a matter of time, didn't I, boy? I knew you'd come out with it sooner or later.
Look, the guy you want must have gone out that window with a girl. We gotta get him.
Oh, sure, the girl. There's always a girl. What'd she do, run out on you? Who was the guy, your partner?
He was a teller. Name of Tate. I caught up with him.
And I caught up with you.
Look.
Just relax. Don't worry about the girl. We'll pick her up later.
But listen, sweetheart.
Just remember this. I go nowhere with you without that dough.
But Vera.
You know, with a few bucks, I can stand you. Without it, you're just a broken-down, middle-aged bank clerk. See, there isn't a squad car in sight.
But the way he acted, like he was expecting someone.
He's not going to get away with that money.
Where's the rest of this?
Somewhere in the bathroom. I was hoping you'd try something like that! You dirty...
Let me in! Let me in here, I tell you.
What's the rhubarb? This goon been bothering you again? What's it all about, kid?
Pete, I found the money. I gotta get to Sanford quick.
Okay, Blow. Use the cab downstairs. We'll take care of this friend of yours.
What you're doing is a criminal offense, Tanner.
Shut up.
Donovan isn't leaving here.
Shut up. I told you to shut up.
He's not to get out of this room.
Look, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Look, what did I tell you?
What are you going to do?
Get that money.
But how? He'll go straight to the police with it. We can't follow him there.
I'm not going to follow him. He's going to follow me. Look, he grabbed the bait. Now all we gotta do is keep him moving away from the cops.
Just like an accordion.
Keep forgetting my own strength. Let's get out of here. Poor guy wants to take a nap.
I can't understand it. He promised he wouldn't do anything till you got there.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much. You go home and try to relax. I'll wait around here in case he calls in.
All right. I guess there's really not much point in...
Sanford speaking. What?
I caught him red-handed. He's mixed up with some dame. His boss, Pete Tanner, and some hack driver kept me here while he got away with the dough. Yeah, I tell you, I want them all picked up. I'll be in touch with you, smart guy.
Yeah, goodbye.
What happened?
Mike just skipped with the $50,000.
I don't believe it.
Where are we going?
A friend of mine has a beach cottage. Nice, quiet place where we make a deal with Donovan.
Friend? What friend?
None of your business.
The cab number is 388. The license number is BEX 99834.
Send out a pickup. Cab number 388.
I was sure Mike was on the level. I thought he was going to the cops.
He is. He'll come back. You'll see. He'll explain everything.
I hope so, Mrs. Donovan.
He's gone after that other man, the teller, Mr. Tate.
But he didn't go to Tate's. He went to the girl's apartment. All I can learn about Tate is he's a respectable citizen. Good worker. Worked at the same bank for 15 years.
Sure, Donovan's in it up to here.
Oh, I don't believe you. Not Mike.
All we can do is wait. Maybe he'll try and contact us.
You need us anymore?
No, you can go.
Okay, Charlie, come on. We got work to do. Besides, I don't like the company.
Come on, lover boy. Just a little farther.
But we gotta be careful, Vera. We gotta be careful.
Oh, why don't you shut up? Well, do you see him?
No.
He saw us turn. I know he did.
Hello? Donovan? Trace his call. I'll hold him on the phone. Donovan, you get in here and give yourself up.
Are you kidding? Listen, Tate and the girl just turned down East Zuma Road. That's north of Malibu.
You come on in here and stop playing detective.
I'm not coming in and I'm not playing. You get out of here as quick as you can.
Listen, Donovan, I'm telling you... Get me the Malibu Sheriff's Office.
Vera, we've lost him. Let's turn back, forget about the rest of the money, and get out of town.
I don't even think I can stand you with the money.
hands up. Get up to the door. Get over there.
I'll take the money, Mr. Donovan. Nice of you to have brought it all with you.
You won't get very far with it.
A lot farther than you're gonna get, mister.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? He's the only one who can identify us. Go ahead, let him have it.
You don't want to kill me, Tate. The most you can get now is a prison term for theft. If you kill me, it means the gas chamber.
Kill him.
Don't listen to her, Tate. She'll throw you to the wolves. You know she will.
Shut up, you. Let him have it now.
I can't.
Of course you can't. You're no killer, Tate.
Shoot him, shoot him!
I won't. I've done everything else for you, but I'm no murderer.
You in the house. Come out with your hands up before we start shooting. Well, it's over. Everything ends sooner or later. Even the bad things. Everything is rosy now. Michael Donovan's sitting on top of the world. Or is he?
I'd like to recheck your big money.
Neil.
You, think it's a little too racy for me?
Well, it's got a lot of you in it.
Yeah, about 6 feet. Oh, no. Don't tell me he's still trying.